An officer's mess is a high-stakes logistics node responsible for feeding varying populations, maintaining rigid ceremonial protocols, supporting unit morale, and preparing for emergency deployments. Historically, this complex operation relied on institutional memory and custom. Committees managed daily requirements, guest nights, and shifting populations using handwritten ledgers and manual tracking. In high-tempo military environments, manual tracking often results in administrative disorder. This manifests as repetitive menus, delayed supply procurement, missing registers, and failed financial audits. Modern mess administration is transitioning away from this improvisational approach. The current professional standard requires a structured institutional model supported by specific digital systems. This model integrates artificial intelligence into the planning process to automate drafting and scheduling, aiming to reduce the administrative friction that leads to delay. The operational boundary is explicit. The software executes rote calculations and drafts initial schedules, but human command retains absolute final authority over every decision. Transitioning to these generative tools is a method of fortifying institutional readiness against systemic logistical breakdowns. This framework targets 5 areas: administrative delay, menu variety, standardization, procurement, and training. For variety, the software generates a balanced 28-day cycle, mapping regional and international cuisines to prevent repetition. Simultaneously, it drafts standard operating procedures and procurement summaries for the generated menu. The specific companion tool for these tasks is the Officer's Mess Menu Planner GPT, which serves as a specialized drafting assistant. Its capabilities scale across different dining profiles, outputting high-energy diets for training establishments or calibrating lighter, low-oil dinners for senior officers' messes. The primary function of this tool is converting a vague logistical requirement into a structured, actionable document. Using generative models casually in a high-compliance environment is ineffective. Generic, unstructured inputs produce outputs that lack the detail required for military operations. This matrix compares a weak prompt on the left against a structured input on the right. Operators must define primary variables: age group, headcount, and cuisine rotation. Then they layer secondary constraints like budget levels, dietary restrictions, and service style. Specific medical profiles, such as requirements for diabetic-friendly or low-salt meals, act as hard guardrails. The system uses these constraints to filter out incompatible ingredients during the drafting phase. In a rigorous environment, the utility of the AI's output is entirely dependent on the specificity of the human operator's input constraints. A 6-step operational pipeline governs AI use. Step 1 is the standard. Local orders dictate the requirement. Step 2 is the AI draft, generating the menu. Step 3 is a strict bottleneck, mandatory human review, where digital output stops for manual evaluation. The mess committee audits the draft for impractical preparation times, budget overshoots, or regimental custom violations. Step 4 is committee approval, where the validated AI draft is converted into an operational order. This sequential workflow ensures that algorithmic errors cannot translate into an executed military action. Step 5 moves the approved plan into the physical world, initiating implementation on the mess floor by the service and kitchen staff. The staff execute the approved checklists and standard operating procedures with precision, plating meals according to the validated specifications. Physical stores are governed by strict compliance frameworks. Inventory is rotated using first-in, first-out principles, while kitchen operations adhere to food safety standards like HACCP. Step 6 closes the loop through feedback. Consumption data and staff reports from the physical implementation are logged back into the digital system. By tracking this implementation data, the system automatically calculates current inventory, generates low stock alerts, and compiles accurate consumption reports for audits. Automated record-keeping turns daily meals into a continuously improving, accountable institutional system. This framework clarifies the boundary between computational capability and human military judgment. The value of the tool lies in automating rote calculation and data formatting. It is not a replacement for leadership or operational decision-making. By offloading initial drafting to a language model, the mess committee reclaims the hours previously spent on manual formatting and repetitive data entry. This time is reallocated to quality control, hospitality, ceremonial protocol, and maintaining the institutional dignity of the mess. This model creates a stable, continuously looping cycle where AI provides the draft and human authorities provide the judgment. Professional standards now dictate a shift from informal improvisation to the use of digital tools that ensure procedural consistency and accountability. AI drafts, authorities decide, staff execute, records preserve accountability.